Hey, welcome to your cardio strength workout. This one has some new exercises and we're building on some of the strength that we've already developed with some of the ones that we've done in the past. So with this one, we are going to move through everything, should be about twice. We're going to do so many reps of an exercise, and then we're going to move on, and then we're going to go back through everything one more time from the beginning. So let's just start with a warm-up. So I'm just going to start with a step touch. You can do a little bit of a cardio warm-up here. We've got a mixture of some cardio moves with some strength training. You know, I love that. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to stick with this step touch. We're going to go lift and tap the opposite knee. Just kind of warming up the torso a little bit. 3, 4. So now we're going to kick the foot behind us. We're going to go step, kick the butt. Step, kick the butt. My foot doesn't go all the way up to my butt. That's okay. Go as far as you can. Stretch on that quad. We got 4, 3. You're going to feel your legs on this one today, guys. And we're going to open and close the chest. Just really swing. This is the only time I'm going to tell you to hyperextend those shoulders and that chest, because you really just want to kind of open it up. Okay, let's take a side lunge here. Side, other side. Just kind of really pushing your butt back. Make sure both feet, both heels are on the ground. 4, 3, 2, and done with that. All right, let's just kind of warm up the shoulders a little bit. We are going to do some shoulder raises. All right, and we're just going to take a little jump rope right here just to warm it up a little bit more, just to get the heart rate up. So you are going to see this jump rope, and if you don't want to do the jump rope, you're going to do a little march, okay? So I'm going to go back to it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so our first exercise is a jack squat, which I think we've done before, but we're going to add 2 jump ropes into the middle of it. So the advanced version goes like this. You're going to jump out, jump in, give me 2 jumping ropes, out, in, jump, 2, out, in, jump, 2. So if you're going to do the modified version, you're going to step out, jump in, step, step, out, in, step, step, out, in, step, step. Okay, we've got 10 total. Pick your option. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to jump out, in, jump, 2, and out, in, little jump rope, and out. In, you can do that step, 4, and out, in, or the jump, 5, out, in, lots of energy, 6, in, so make sure that butt is going down, get those legs out wide, push that butt back, 8, 2 more, out, in, 9, in, and 10. Good. Heart rate should be up. All right. I'm going to grab a weight for this. So you could do this without a weight. I'm going to do a 10 because I'm going to go, it's a lot of volume here, so you don't have to go real heavy. And I'm just going to hold it at my chest. So you can hold it at your chest. You can hold the weight down below your, in the middle of your hips, whatever you wish to do. If you do load it up toward your chest, that's what we call front loading, okay? So if you're doing this, you're gonna make it a little bit tougher on your back. So we're gonna work the back muscles, and we're also gonna work the abs, keep you nice, tall, aligned, and we're gonna recruit some of the upper body in here too. So I would suggest that you try and hold the weight at your chest, okay? So I'm gonna take a sumo squat, down and up. So remember, because I'm holding this weight, don't let it drag you forward. Still keep the back nice and tall. Down in your sumo squat and back up. Face you. We've got 10. We're going to go 10 sumo squats, down and up. Then listen to me because we're going to change up. 5, 6, 7. Let's go down and up. 2, 3, the chest up, 4, press through the heels, 5, 6, 7, don't lock those knees out at the top, 8, 9. On this one, we're going to hold, go down and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keeping that chest up, 8, 9, 10. Little pulse, up and down, 2, 3. You're going to feel it, 4. Come on, don't quit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Whew. All right. You can set that weight down. I'm going to grab 2 slightly lighter weights. I'm actually going to go with an 8 for this. Remember, I don't have 8, so I hold a 5 and a 3 together. But if you've got a 5 or an 8, it would go something like that. Again, we do have a lot of volume on this, so I'm going to come down to my knees. And again, I do some of these motions on my knees because my ceiling is very low in my basement, and it just makes it easier to press over my head without ramming my hand into the ceiling. So we're going to come up into a position here. So I've got my weights. I'm going to go up right in front of my head. I can look up, see my weights are right in front of me. I'm going to pull 1 to the shoulder, up, 1 to the shoulder, up, and then I'm going to go both at the same time, and then back up. So that counts as 1 rep. We have 10 total. Okay, so we're going to go right arm, left arm, both arms together. That counts as 1. All right, here we go. A lot of volume. Told you. 5, 6. Don't lean back. Keep it here. Down, up, down, up. Both arms down. There's 1. And down, up, down, up. Both arms down. And 2. And down, up. I should have gone lighter. This is going to be challenging. And 3. And down, up. We could do it. Up, down, 4, and down, up. So taking it right to the shoulder. Don't rest it there. 5, down, up, both arms. 6, and down, up, down. This is a little bit harder because we're keeping the arms up over the head. 7. So you are keeping that contraction on that shoulder. 8, down, up, down. 9, 1 more, keep going, come on. If you need to drop those weights and get something lighter halfway, you can do that. All right, last one. Oh, very good. I'm sweating with that one. Okay, put my weights to the side. And remember, you can keep your weights on a chair or a bench or something like that, so you don't have to bend down and up. If you got low blood pressure like me, sometimes you get dizzy, going all the way down to the ground and coming back up too many times. Okay, we got our warrior slide. We have done this before, so we're just adding on a couple of counts. So I've got my warrior position. My front leg is going straight to the side. My back foot is pointed at a diagonal, coming a little bit to the front here. And I'm gonna come into that warrior position. My hands are gonna go out into a warrior here. I'm gonna hold. Get nice and deep in that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, going to 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Give yourself some self-resistance. We're going to slide. 3, 4, 5. Little movement. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Finish it out. Okay, you should be feeling that on the quad of that foot that's bent. We're going to switch sides. So I've got my front foot going all the way to the side, back foot, middle of your foot is dissecting your heel in the front. Here we go, nice and deep in that stretch. 1, 2, give yourself some self-resistance with those arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Little slide in that movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, should be burned, and 11, 12. Ah, good. Nice job. Okay. This one, we're also going to be working our quads and our booty, okay? So this one's a little tricky. So I want you to imagine like you're standing on one leg and you're just bending your knee. Just bending your knee. And if you need to, you can grab a chair. So if you need, I'm all the furniture in my house collapse. Okay, so if you need to, grab a chair to kind of steady yourself, okay? Because it's going to take a little bit of balance. So I'm going to use, my right leg's going to be on the ground, my left leg's going to move, okay? So I'm going to lunge back, so there's no weight on my left leg. All the work is happening in my right leg. So I'm digging my heel into the ground, and then I'm going to come up. Now I'm going to tap my heel to the front, and I'm going to bend that knee again. So your knee is bending on the right, and you're just it's a little movement. Don't have to bend that knee super low, just a little bit. That little movement is all you need. It's just a little isometric contraction. And front. Let's do 4 more. Up, bend, up, 3. I am kind of just using that chair to guide my balance. You could always take your hand off the chair. Let's do 2 more. Back. Remember, hardly any weight on that left leg. Back and front. Good. Okay, I'm going to switch sides. My chair on this side of me. Just a little, it's just for guidance, so don't have a death grip on that chair. I'm going to take, my right foot is the one that's moving, so now there's no weight on my right foot. It's just going forward and back, and my left leg is the one that's doing the work. Again, you don't have to bend super low. Just getting that work in that glute and that quad. 6, 7, let's go. Tap back, up, forward, up. And use some power. Press through that heel to get yourself back up into that standing position, because you're also working your balance here. Down, up, and 4. 4 more. Oop, I looked at you guys. Lost my balance. 6. 7. We got 1 more after this. 8 and up. Good. So if you're not really into doing a lot of lunges, those are also really good for working your quads, and it's a little bit easier on the flexibility of your foot for doing that. So hopefully that'll help you a little bit. Okay, we've got 2 more to go. We've got a dumbbell drag and a renegade row. So I am going to grab my 10. If you guys have a 10, a 5, maybe somewhere in between an 8. It's a little bit difficult for me to do this with my 3 and 5 because I got to move the weight. So we're going to come down to a plank position. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. So, you know what? I'm going to come to the front. So as we do this, very important, as you're in this plank, you're going to drag across. So grab across your body, drag the weight out to the side, then you row up, come back down. Place that hand down on the ground, and then you're going to drag to the other side, lift and lower, place that hand on the ground. So very important that you're dragging across, okay? So as you drag across, you lift it up. As you're lifting up in that position, remember your row is coming, your hand is right by your rib cage, and your elbow is coming straight back behind you. We're working the back. We're also going to be really working the abs, guys. And another thing, make sure your feet are far enough apart so that your pelvis isn't doing one of these, right? Not rock and roll time, it's planking time. So get those feet nice and wide apart. I'm going to show you from the side. Here we go. I'm going to drag across, lift, lower, place the hand down, drag across. We only got 8 of these total, so really push yourself. Try to do that plank on your feet. You can always drop down to your knees if you need to do that plank on your knees, okay? But then go back up, challenge yourself, right? Been doing this a while. 5, lift. Make sure those hips aren't going anywhere. Might need to reset that plank, that's okay. 7, place that hand down, drag to the outside, lift, lower, and 8. Whew. Planks always make me sweat. If I'm not sweating, I do a plank and I just sweat. Okay, we've got 1 crunch, 1 sit-up. Each one together counts as 1. And you are going to use your hands a little bit to help you up in this position. So I've got 1 crunch, up and down, and then I'm going to use my arms for some momentum. I'm going to try to tap my heels and then come back down. So 1 crunch, 1 sit-up, counts as 1 rep. 5, 6, we got 10. Here we go. Lift it up and down and sit up all the way and down. And crunch. Keep that chin open from your chest. even on that sit-up. Remember, don't contract that cervical spine. And up, and 3, up. You're really gonna feel your abs, especially after those renegade rows and that plank. Up, and down, and lift. 5, and up, and down, lift. 6, up, down. Get nice and high in that crunch. Try to get those shoulder blades off the ground. Lift, and lower, up, and 8. We got 2 more. Up, and down, lift. 9, last one. Then we're going all the way back from the top. Lift, and down. Very nice. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna come up to the top. I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water. So this round we're gonna move through a little bit more quickly because you know the moves. So less explaining, more working, right? That should get us right under that 30-minute mark for this workout. So remember, we've got that jack squat, 2 jump ropes right there. 5, 6, 7, we're going for 10. Take it out. In, jump rope for 2 and out. In, jump, 2 and out. That jump rope's kind of slow. So I want you to really get up, get some height, okay? Or you're marching, that's cool too. Out, in, jump rope. 4, out, in, jump. 5, out. I'm taking a little prep jump. Up, 6, up, 7, couple more, up, 8, 9, really move that jump rope, and 10. Woo. Nice job. All right, we're grabbing that slightly heavier weight. I am going to grab my 10. It's right behind me still. And we're doing that sumo squat. So remember, if you're holding that weight at your chest, you're really making sure it's not pulling you forward. It's called front loading. If you want to, you can hold the weight down here. If you're feeling it in your upper or lower back at all, holding that weight up high, holding it down low, kind of resting your hands on your hips. It's going to help you get the leg work with the lift, but take a little bit of pressure off your back, okay? So here we go. Curl it up. 5, 6, down and up. Here we go. 1, 2, make sure you're breathing. 4, especially after those jumping jacks. 5, 6, in through your nose, out through your mouth, nice and slow. 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna hold. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, little pulse. Here we go. Up and down. 2, get low. 3, 4, 5. This should be a challenge. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Nice job. Okay, I'm coming down with my 8s. We got that holding up shoulder press, okay? So grab the weights. If you think, hey, we did what, 10 of them? So if you did like 8 of them, and then when you got to the last 10, you were like dying with the weights, you could go a little bit lower, so you can always keep weights in front of you and drop and then pick up other weights to go into the next couple rounds. But I'd rather you start heavy and then have to lighten up than to start light and be like, this is way too easy, and then go heavier. So always start a little bit heavier when you're pushing yourself, right? When you're trying to grow and do a little bit more. So I am gonna stick with these 8s. It's a little bit challenging to get through those last couple reps, but I think I got it. Here we go. 5, 6, holding it up, nice and strong. Don't dip the back. And down, up, both arms together. Up, and 2, and down, and lift, and 1 arm, and other arm. Doesn't matter what arm you start with, just making sure that you do both one at a time. And down, resist the urge to lean back, guys, okay? So we're in this knee position, but still very important that you're not leaning back. That was 5, halfway there. Good. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. 6, those weights right in front of your head. They're not above your head. 7, woo, I'm sweating, I hope you're sweating too. 8, up, push, come on, you got it. 9, one more. All way to the end. Down, up, yes. Nice job. All right, coming up to the top, drop those weights. I've got that warrior slide coming up. Set up that warrior position. Got one leg going out to the side, other toe is pointing slightly forward at a diagonal. Come into that position. We hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give yourself some resistance on those arms. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A little movement back and forth. 2, just a little movement. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, good job. Okay, other side. Guys, I am sweating. This is not easy. This is hard stuff for me, okay? So don't give up on yourself. It's day 1, this new workout. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't challenge us, doesn't change us, right? 6, 7, 8. Get lower. 9, 10. Make sure that knee is tracking above your toe. And slide. 1, 2. Make sure that knee is not going past the toe, just right over it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11, 12. Good. I love that one so much. I love it, love it. Okay, remember we're going tap front, tap back. So I'm going to grab my chair for a little bit of support if you want to. Whether you got a chair, a wall, a couch, whatever you got. So I'm keeping my right foot planted on the floor. My left foot's the one that's going to move. Remember, there's no weight on my left foot at all, okay? So I go back into a little bit of lunge, tap the heel forward, back tap. So you can even tap the very tip of your toes. You don't even have to put your ball of your foot on the ground. It's really, you could even do this without tapping your toe at all, okay? With just floating. Makes it a little bit harder, especially if you're balancing. Up. Let's do 2 more. I think this is 7. Back. Up. Tap. And 8. Good. So again, you should be feeling that on the glute of the leg that's on the ground, not moving, and also in the quad. Okay. So that leg is just tracking back and forth to give you a little bit of a challenge with your balance, but otherwise the leg that's moving isn't really doing a whole lot. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. I'm gonna float that leg, but I am gonna hold on, or at least put my hand next to the chair if I need a little balance. Okay. So try a few where you're just kind of barely tapping or just floating that foot right above the floor. Make sure your heel is the thing that's driving into the floor, not your toes. Okay. That's gonna put the work more into your glute and less into your knee. If you're focusing on something in front of you that's not moving, it's going to help you balance, okay? Let's do 1 more because I lost count because I'm talking too much. Up and done with that one. All right, we've got 2 more. We're coming down to the ground. I am going to put my chair up so that I have a little bit more room. And I'm going to do this facing you. So again, grab a challenging weight, guys. This is a back exercise. I know we're holding a plank and we are working our arms and our abs, but it's really the weight is working your back muscles. So you can go a little bit heavier than you might think, okay? So we're gonna place that weight down on the ground. Remember, you drag across, then lift, okay? 5, 6, get those feet nice and far apart. Oh, I gotta come back a little further. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, drag that weight across, lift, lower, down. This way you can see my hips. They're not moving side to side. Place that hand down, drag, lift, lower. 3, drag, lift, lower. 4, so we're not moving that rib cage. Those shoulders will stay pointed towards the ground. 6, we got 2 more. 7, and finish it strong, guys. Finish it strong on those toes. And 8. Woo! Okay. Last one. All right. I am a sweaty mess. I hope you are too. Okay, we got that crunch to that sit up. Remember, we got 10 total. 1 crunch, 1 sit up. That equals 1 rep. So I'm coming down to the ground. Here we go. 5, 6, Use those arms to help you on that sit-up. Here we go. Lift and lower. Get those shoulders off the ground. Plant those feet. Remember, if you need to, butt your feet up against a wall or put them underneath a piece of furniture. But if you can, really challenge yourself. Try to really press your feet into the ground as you're doing this. That's part of the work. And forward and up, lower. Keep it going. This is also getting your heart rate up, guys. I know we're doing crunches and abs. This is also cardio. Down, up, lower. 7. Just a few more here. 8. 2 more. You gotta keep looking at that ceiling with those eyes, especially on that crunch. Keep that chin open from your chest. Last one. And 8. All right, very good. Let's just bring it up into a position here. You know I love my good morning stretch, where we got the hands coming up over the head, the feet coming out past your body. Just splitting your body in half right here. All right, we're gonna do a Pilates roll up to a position where we're gonna stretch the hamstrings. So you're gonna bring your arms up, a little bit of extra ab work right here. You're gonna peel your head off the floor, peel your spine off the floor, one vertebrae at a time. And now we're just gonna reach towards those toes in that position. You can flex your feet and grab the tops of your toes. You can point your feet, place your hands on top of your arches, whatever you like. If your hands can only come to your ankles, or maybe you're right here holding your knees, whatever it is. Get a good stretch. If you do flex your feet and grab the tops of your toes, you're just getting a little extra stretch on the back of your ankle and then your calves, while you're also getting that nice stretch in your hamstrings. Yeah, good job. All right, I'm going to face forward, but you're going to hold that position. I'm going to take one foot over the other, cross, and I'm going to take the other hand around the opposite side and just stretch that torso. Don't scrunch your shoulders up into your ears. Just keep them nice and low. You're going to look over that back shoulder if you can. Feeling all the way through the back of your cervical spine, your shoulder blades. Good. All right, here we go. Other side, uncross. Cross the other foot over. Take that arm across. Also getting a little stretch in your shoulder joint too. We do a lot of work in the shoulders with those presses. It's a lot of work, but I love to incorporate shoulder work because the wider, I mean, not really that you're building like football shoulders, but the a little bit more strength and definition that you have in your shoulders gives your body sort of that that hourglass look where you have a kind of a stronger built upper body. It makes your waist look a little bit tinier. So who doesn't want that, right? We all want to look good in our tank tops and strapless dresses and stuff like that. I know we're coming into winter, but if you're watching this in summer, it's tank top season. During the winter though, we can still feel good, right? We still feel sexy in our sweaters, or maybe you want to get one of those off the shoulder sweaters. I forget what they used to call those. Cold shoulder sweaters, I think. Those are super cute. I like to wear those. All right, good job. Very good. We're just holding this butterfly position here. Back is nice and tall. And I am going to just bring my feet in here and reach forward. So I'm just in a kind of a cross-leg position. Stretching the back of that hip. Hip got a lot of work today. And let's switch to the other side. So just uncross the feet, cross the other one over. Get a little stretch in that ankle, also on the bottom foot. All these stretches are really good, guys. Don't skip the cool down because this stuff is really important for keeping your mobility, keeping your joints and everything flexible. Let's just take our hip flexor stretch right here. You know how much I love to stretch the hip flexors, especially for all of us that sit a lot during the day. You can also come into that yoga position right here. And make sure that that foot is not crossing behind you. Make sure it's just nice out, straight to the back. Switch sides. And forward. I am so close to this this punching bag. It's like literally, my arm is like literally on it right now. You don't need a lot of space, guys. I think this space probably looks a lot bigger on camera than it actually is. All right, let's bring it to the top and just take a nice deep breath up. Don't hit your ceiling, and back down. All right, thanks for joining me. Crush the rest of your week and stay hydrated.